Sagittarius, it's Naomi. So it is that time again. I am going to go through the deck that I have, the Sacred Earth Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno, Lena J. Williams, artwork by Helena Nelson Reed. And I'm going to go through this deck and I'm going to pull out a card for each sign, and I'm going to tell you what is it that your heart wants you to address for the new year. Now, I'm going to be doing New Year's readings, like what's going to happen in the new year for you after New Year's. But this one's what's your heart wanting to tell you for the new year that you need to know, you know, to contemplate before, you know, January 1st, when you go to your New Year's parties or stay home or whatever you do. What does your heart want you to know for the new year? What does your soul want you to know for the new year? What is your heart trying to tell you for the new year? Put your hands over your heart, and I just want you to concentrate. And I'm going to go Leo to Cancer and pull out one card per sign. Leo, what does your heart want you to know? So Leo, your heart wants you to know that you need to just put things in perspective this coming year. It's time for you not to take things personally and learn that everything has a place, everything has a meaning, everything has a path in this life. And sometimes things happen, it sounds corny, but they happen for a reason, and you'll see the bigger picture later on in your life. Once you can get past those hurdles that you might have been going through, you'll see the bigger picture of things. Virgo, what does your heart want you to know this year? For 2019, what is your heart trying to tell you that you need to learn or that you need to know? Virgo, you need to listen. Listen. I know my Virgos, I'm a Virgo too. We can talk a lot, actually. People think we're quiet at first because we're like introverted sometimes, but we can talk a lot, especially if you know a lot about something. Sometimes it's important to listen because you're going to learn more by watching and feeling and experiencing and just taking a step back and listening. Also listen to your soul. What is your body telling you? What is your reactions to things telling you? What is your intuition telling you? Listen. Listen to others and listen to yourself, Virgo. Libra, message. What is your heart's message? What's your heart's message? 2019, Libra. Revision. There may be some things in your life, Libra, that you need to change, maybe that you need to rearrange, maybe there's a job or a lover that's no longer serving you in your life, and you need to reevaluate. What is it that falls away? What is it that stays in my life? What's beneficial for my life? How am I going to stand up for myself? How am I going to be stronger? How am I going to do what I've always, revise my life to do what I always did, to do what I always wanted to do, to follow my dreams? How am I going to do that? How am I going to revise? Libra. After Libra is Scorpio. Scorpio, it's time to shine in your brilliance this year. It's time for you to step out of the shadows and no longer be second fiddle. No longer be in the shadows of others. No longer allow yourself to be pushed down and bogged down. It's time to step out. It's time to shine. It's time to accept your brilliance and to do things 110% that you feel passionate about, Scorpio. Whether it's art, a project, whether it's, you know, spending time with family, whatever it is you're passionate about and love, it's time to shine in your brilliance and not allow others to push you down or hold you down. Sagittarius, 2019. Motion. Oh, I have never gotten this card before. This is pretty. It's very subtle. Motion, Sagittarius. Now, I actually haven't read out of the book for this one ever, so I'm not quite sure what this one means. I've never gotten this card. It means cause and effect, know what you want for the future and act accordingly. Shift a single belief and you will flood yourself with creativity. Replace hoping for change with acting for change. So it's what it seems like. Instead of thinking about things, act on them, Sagittarius. If you get an inspired thought to do something, do it, and do it now. Now is the time. You're in your Jupiter year. It's time to act. It's time to grow and change and to put those ideas into motion, Sagittarius. Capricorn, you got alchemy. So sometimes things are a matter of believing that magic is possible. Not always believing in logic, but believing that the law of attraction, this is similar to the Magician card, is possible. And that our thoughts can create things. And as above, so below, like the Magician energy of the tarot deck. This is what this reminds me of. You have the power to create things if you believe in it. If you get too stuck up in being practical all the time, which sometimes Capricorn can do, and that things have to be this way and that way, sometimes you can miss the magic in your ability to create beautiful things with the law of attraction. with the law of attraction in your life. Use the law of attraction because it can work for you in this coming year to make your dreams a reality. Aquarius, Aquarius, 2019, Aquarius, 2019. What's your heart trying to tell you that you need to change or focus on? So my Aquarius, it's time for preservation. Maybe it's time for a period of resting, of really preserving your energy, of taking a step back, of going into that dark night of the soul and trying to experience. Maybe you're going through pain. Maybe you're going through sadness. Maybe you just lost a job. You lost a lover. If that hasn't happened, maybe it's just a time to hibernate for a little bit. This is a little bit like the Hermit. It's also like the Death card. It's like the Hermit and the Death card combined. So it's like hibernating, self-reflecting, introspection, very Scorpio energy. But also learning that endings have new beginnings that come with them, and that's important. So if you're going through an ending, realize that there's going to be a positive new beginning that follows that. Pisces, Pisces, what's going on for Pisces? 2019, what does your heart want you to know, Pisces? Well, Pisces, you got the same card as... So let's pull out a second one with that, because I think it's important, just because I got the same card again. We're going to talk about preservation and influence, because you got the same card as Aquarius. And I don't like shuffle these too much when I'm doing these quickly, because I feel like if you get a card, it's for a reason, whether it was shuffled a lot or not shuffled a lot. When you get something, it's for a reason. And thinking about tarot too much kind of like kills it. I think that you have to just go with what is with you in the moment. That's intuition. So preservation and influence. You have the power to influence those around you. You have the power by what you say, how you act, what others say to you. Be aware of how you influence others and be aware of how they influence you. Because you may need to take a step back, really nurture and self-care yourself. Pisces especially, you can get into codependent relationships because you are a water sign, you're a feminine water sign, where you're too much, too nurturing to others, too giving to others, too caring to others, where you're not caring enough for yourself, Pisces. And it might be time to take a step back into that self-preservation, introspective time and hermit a little bit by yourself and preserve your energy, because the influence that you have on others and they're having on you may not always be beneficial. Or you may want to reflect on the influence you have on others, or the influence you'd like to have in your career and your calling and what you want to do in your life, Pisces. Okay, so Aries. Aries, you got connection. So Aries, this is all about how you can network with others, how you can make deeper connections, and you can talk to others and meet others and maybe network and really get out there. I know you went through some tough times recently, but it's time to get out there and really meet some new people that can help connect you to work opportunities, love opportunities. We're going to read out of the book for this as well, because I don't believe I've gotten this card before. Be vulnerable. Understand others. Find joy in others. Accept others without reservation and accept yourself. Remember your divine connection with all living things. It's time to enjoy life again, whether it's like an activity like sports you like to do, a lot of Aries are sporty, or you like art, or you want to do something you've always wanted to do as a hobby. Pursue those interests, nurture that part of your soul, because maybe you've got caught up too much in career, too much in like the day in, day out stuff, and it's time to enjoy and find those connections with others and enjoying your passions in life. All right, Taurus, 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 Taurus. Taurus, Taurus. What is your heart's desire for 2019? Taurus, be careful of how you are reacting to things. Sometimes we can have a sudden reaction or a sudden like thought about something, and a lot of times it can be intuitive, but sometimes it can be because we're projecting our own insecurities and our own feelings on other people that are not about them. They're more about us and how we feel. And sometimes when people are negative to us, it's about them. So when we feel negative towards others, sometimes it's more about us. And when people act negative towards us, it's more about them. So be wary of projections and transference with others and things that you may be reacting to that are not quite what they seem. Don't deny things. Uncomfortable emotions can be signals. They're powerful signals. The person can only feel positive emotions and only thinks of positivity, doesn't recognize a villain in front of them. The person who only feels anger cannot accept love. Beneath the surface, many things can have a different balance. Respond with compassion and careful consideration, and be aware of the way you treat others and the way others treat you. It's not possible to ignore your world. It's important to understand how to interpret the emotional reactions of others. Accept your emotional self, and you will be blessed with every solution. So this is about not having that, like I said, that snap reaction to things. It's hard. Taurus can have a temper, but realize that there's a reason for everything, and people have reasons for doing things. You have reasons for doing things. Don't take things so personal, and understand your reactions before you jump to conclusions. Okay, so after Taurus is Gemini. Gemini. 2019 Heart's Desire. Context, Gemini. Put things into context. Remember, everything has a place. Everything has a purpose, Gemini. Context talks about you may overreact to things that may cause unnecessary fireworks. True meaning comes from putting things into context. Avoid reading too much into things. Take in the big picture. Red can mean many different things as a color. It can indicate speed, a signal to stop. It can indicate passion. Put everything into context and know there's more than one meaning to something. So remember, everything has a context. Don't assume what somebody means or something that you feel means or something you see means right away. Try to put it into context and put your own meaning onto it, and understand that not everybody and everything is motivated by the same thing you are. Okay, Cancer. Cancer, 2019. What does your heart want you to know? What does your heart want you to learn? Cancer, 2019. What does your heart want you to know? What does your heart want you to learn? Cancer, 2019. Cancer, 2019. Cancer, 2019. Oh, Cancer, this one's pretty. I never really got this. I think I might have a long time ago, but everything in moderation, Cancer, moderation. So it looks like what it sounds like, moderation. Look, I just flipped right to that page. Letting go of adding insult to injury. When you remove negative emotions, what do you have left? Okay. While it's good to do everything in moderation, you may be using this as a coping strategy, as like a crutch. If you just dip your toe in the water, you won't know how salty the water is. You just know that it is, right? But you're not really experiencing it. So while moderation is good, everything in moderation, you may be using this as a crutch to hide behind. And sometimes it's important to fully immerse yourself in things, to fully invest yourself in things, and to put that passion into whatever it is you're thinking of. Don't be afraid. Don't go into your little shell and curl up. I know you guys very well. That crab energy where you want to hide, where you want to curl up, where you just want to run away. Sometimes it's better, instead of using moderation, it's almost like the opposite of this card, what it's telling you. Throw yourself in full throttle, full brilliance. Throw yourself in fully. I'm looking for the brilliance card to show you, because I think that's what it's actually telling you. Throw yourself in fully to what it is you need to experience. Passionately invest yourself. Shine your light. All these colors surrounding this person. Immerse yourself. Meld yourself into what it is you want to experience, what you want to do, how you want to project yourself, people, relationships you want to have, jobs you want to have, hobbies or interests. Moderation, now's not the time. You've done this long enough. And I think that this is because of fear you've been doing this, because of moderation. It's time to shine in your brilliance and fully immerse yourself. All right, Cancer? All right, everybody. I think that this has been a great year. I really appreciate everything, you know, as I said, you guys have supported me with. And I am going to come to you after New Year's, probably on January 1st or 2nd, with your New Year's future predictions for each sign. This was just what your heart wants you to know before the New Year comes, and what you can think about on December 31st. And thank you so much for watching. Entertainment purposes only. Email me at naomitarot1199@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.